Hello everybody, welcome to our channel Skill Zenith Consulting. I am a senior trainer in Skill Zenith Consulting. In our previous class, we learnt about the Christianity. Today let us move on to the another popular religion of the world, that is Islam. Islam originated in Arabia, that means it took birth in Arabia. Arabia is a peninsula of West Asia. We have already learnt in geography, you have studied in geography the meaning of peninsula. A piece of land or a country surrounded by water on three sides. India is also an example of peninsula. It is basically a desert which is not suitable for agriculture. You know very well, desert means it will be covered by the sand. So, the West Asian peninsula, that is Arabia, was not suitable or conducive for the agriculture. Thus, the Arabian, what they did, they migrated to fertile lands and settled in places where water was available. And some people were there. When they came to know that they cannot cultivate the land, they move on to fertile lands. Such places were Mecca and Medina. That means the places where the Arabians moved are two important places are Mecca and Medina. In the beginning, Arabs worshipped many objects of nature, as we Indians do, or many countries. Nature is always worshipped by all the people. They worshipped stones, trees, and streams as gods, rivers, trees, and other things in the nature were worshipped by the Arabs. In Mecca, the stone of Kaaba and other 360 idols were worshipped. That means in Arabia, people had superstitious beliefs. They worshipped so many idols. Hundreds of idols were worshipped them. This was considered to be one of the important religious places. The place where the Arabians migrated and settled. In future, these two places, Mecca and Medina, became the holy places or the important places. This is about the background of the origination of the Islam religion in the world. That means how the desert, why it was not conducive for agriculture. So people around, they moved to or migrated to Mecca and Medina. So superstitious beliefs were there. People, Arabians or Arabs were worshipping nature and more than 360 idols. Later on, when Islam became popular, Mecca and Medina became the religious centers or the important places. Now, we know very well that Muhammad Paigambar is the founder of the Islam religion. Now, let us learn about the life or the life of the Muhammad Paigambar. Founder of Islam, Muhammad Paigambar was born in 570 C. Common era antare, Christian era Christ era ಅಂತಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So his parents were Abdullah and Amina. Father was Abdullah, mother was Amina. He lost his parents at a very early age. So he was brought up by his uncle. He was a shepherd in the beginning. When he was young, he was a shepherd. Shepherd means one who look after the sheep. ಕುರುಬ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ he was a sheep. So next, later on, when he grew up, he was visiting many places, Syria, Mecca and other places for the business purposes along with his uncle. This is about the early life of the Muhammad Paigambar. In Mecca, he was introduced to a rich widow. By this, he was involved in, he was a shepherd when he was young. Later on, when he grew up, he joined hands with his uncle and he was going for business tours. He went to Mecca where he met a very rich widow. Widow means one who is a lady, one who is not having the husband. Widow ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So her name was Khatija and was employed by her. He was employed by her. So Muhammad Paigambar he became a employee under Khatija, who was a very rich widow. When Muhammad traveled to different places for textile business means pertaining to cotton, woolen or that is textile industries. So he was impressed by the simplicity and monotheism of the Christianity. So when he visited, when we know very well that he was going for business tours with his uncle. So when he went to many Christian countries, he was very much impressed. He liked the Christianity because of two reasons: monotheism, that means worshipping only one God, and simplicity, no complicated religious practices. So who were doing this? Jewish people, and even the Jewish religion along with the Christianity, Jewish people were also leading a very simple religion, was very simple. Monotheism was there. So he thought that this was better than the polytheism of Arabs. So during the introduction of the lesson, we have learned that they were worshipping more than 360 idols. This is polytheism. Monotheism, worshipping one god, eka vigraharadhane. Monotheism means ಬಹು ವಿಗ್ರಹಾರಾಧನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Worshipping more than one god or image. So he started meditating deeply for long hours on Mount Hira to find remedies. So he thought that somewhere something is wrong in Arabian society. People are not happy. Common people are not understanding anything about the religion. When he was born, naturally, see, he had some power, religious or he had some power, godly power, or he was very sacred person. So he was going to a mountain, Mount Hira, to find remedies for the social and cultural shortcomings of the Arab people. He was deep thinking, ಧ್ಯಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಅಥವಾ ತಪಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಹಾಗೆ. He was going to a calm place, thinking deeply and spending hours together, and he was thinking about the life of the Arabs. So there are some social and cultural problems. People are backward both culturally and socially. I should find out some solution for this. He was thinking of that. After Paigambar achieved enlightenment ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜ್ಞಾನೋದಯ ಆಗೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. The great people like Buddha, Jesus Christ, Muhammad Paigambar, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Shankaracharya, all these people, they used to have the practice penance. So tapas ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ, deep, not like sitting 5 minutes, 10 minutes, hours together, days together, they were sitting. When they were thinking deeply about the God, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸಡನ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೈಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಗುಡ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಲೈಟ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಮಿಂಚ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಥರ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಫ್ಲಾಶ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಹಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಎನ್ಲೈಟನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದಿ ಮೆಸೆಂಜರ್ ಆಫ್ ಗಾಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್, enlightenment ಆದಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ he got through the God or thoughts came to be known to the people. People came to know that he is not an ordinary person, he is a godly person, he is sent by God. So his principles became very popular among the people. Whatever thoughts came into his mind, he began to preach the people, and many became the disciples. So whatever shortcomings were there, problems were there in the Arabian society, he wanted to root it out and bring all people under one religion, and he wanted to make the people to worship one God. So when he was in deep meditation, he used to share his messages with his disciples. ಸೊ ಮೆನಿ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಡಿಸೈಪಲ್ಸ್. ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಗುರುಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾರೋ, ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗುರುಗಳು, ಎಲ್ ಬಿ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ ಮೆನಿ ಡಿಸೈಪಲ್ಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗುರುಗಳಿಗೆ, ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಶಿಷ್ಯರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈವನ್ ಮೊಹಮ್ಮದ್ ಪೈಗಂಬರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಮೆನಿ ಡಿಸೈಪಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಏನಾದರೂ ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ಹಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಎನ್ಲೈಟನ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಇಮ್ಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಕನ್ವೇಯಿಂಗ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ನೋ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್, ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ನೋ ಬುಕ್ಸ್, ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ, ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು convey the messages to his disciples. They were considered as the messages of the God by his followers. People thought that really these are the words he got, or these are the messages given to him by the God. Such collection of messages were compiled andre produce a book or record, make it a record, and it was published later on. All these were made a book. All religious teachings were in the form of a book, and this came to be called as the holy book of the Muslim community, or it is Quran. You know very well that Quran is the holy book of the Islam. So how the Quran was composed? So Muhammad Paigambar used to spend hours together or days together in meditation. Whenever he got enlightenment, he some thoughts suddenly used to arouse in his mind. These thoughts were conveyed to the disciples. Disciples are recorded this and in their own way, and later on it was printed in the form of book or it was recorded, and thus the Quran was composed and it became the holy book of the Islam community. Now, later Paygambar started preaching his principles in Mecca. He came to the city of Mecca and started teaching. When Paygambar opposed polytheism strongly, the enraged people of Mecca conspired to murder him. See, naturally, since long they were worshipping so many idols. They were following polytheism. In 100 years, if we follow something, if somebody comes and tell us, naturally it will make us angry. Don't do this. In the same way, people of Arabia, since long they were practicing polytheism. They were worshipping so many idols. When he came and said that, see, listen to me, don't go for polytheism. You all worship one God, there will be unity. So, people of Mecca could not tolerate this, his preaching. Same thing has happened to Jesus Christ also. People could not accept him all of a sudden. So, people of Mecca conspired. They plotted or planned. So he thought that if he stays in Mecca, that will not be safe to him. He traveled from Mecca to Medina in the year 622 CE. This flight or this journey from Mecca to Medina, or when he traveled from Mecca to Medina, this incident is known as Hijrah, the departure. Hijrah means in Arabic language departure. His departure from Mecca to Medina in the year 622 CE, Common Era Christian era, came to be called as the Hijrah. And Muslims, what they did, they began to consider, reckon. There is a word in textbook, reckon, that means consider or think. This 622 CE was considered as a Hijrah, and the Islam calendar began to be started by this year. So Hijrah is the 622 CE Muslim calendar was composed. People of Medina, so he has come from Mecca to Medina. People of Medina welcomed him and followed his principles. So people of Medina, they are happy with his preachings. After 8 years, there was a war between Mecca and Medina. Because he has come from Mecca, in Mecca they were following polytheism. In Medina, they accepted his teaching and they began to worship only one God, monotheism. So, Mecca and Medina, there was a war. People of Mecca and Medina began to fight for religious cause. So, people of Medina defeated the people of Mecca. Paigambar again came back to Mecca. No, Mecca is a safe place because the Mecca was defeated by the people of Medina. Again, he will come back to Mecca. People of Mecca now accepted his teachings. Now, realization was there among the people. Oh, what he is saying is correct. Even in India, so many customs were there, traditions were there, blind beliefs were there. Slowly they are fading away. Now people are thinking scientifically, oh, what he is saying is correct. Now people of Medina also accepted him as the Guru. Paigambar came back to Makkah. People accepted his teachings. He began to stay there. Finally, they became the followers of his religion and propagated by the Paigambar gradually spread all over the Arab. It came to be called as Islam. Slowly, it was spread to all parts of Arabia because it was simple. Monotheism was there. He said he preached the people to follow one religion and worship only one God. And the religious practices became very simple within the reach of the common people. Now, such a great person, after making Islam very popular around Arabia and all, died in the year CE 632 CE. So, here comes the end of his era. Now, after learning about the life of Muhammad Paigambar, let us move on to the teachings of Islam. If you look at the teachings of Islam, children, it's very simple. Islam means submission of oneself before the God. Actually, all the religions says this only because we have to submit ourselves before the God, and Muslim means the follower of God. See, we should follow the God. Nobody is great before the God. Teachings of Islam are as follows. First point, God is one. A simple prayer is enough to win the heart of the God. You need not spend your time in hard penance. ಏನು ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಠಿಣ ತಪಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೋ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರೇಯರ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಪ್ರೇ ವಿತ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎನಫ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೀಚ್ ದ ಗಾಡ್. Second teaching is one should lead an honest and principled life. Really, children, such a good point, and should keep away from all the bad habits. If you follow these three, anybody can follow this. There is no hard and fast rule that only Muslim people should follow this teaching. See how good it is. One should lead honest life. ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿರಿ, ದೇವರು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಮೆಚ್ಚುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈಫ್. ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಇನ್ ಲೈಫ್? ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಲೈಫ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಕ್ರಮ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್ಡ್ ಲೈಫ್ and should keep away from all bad habits. ಇದು ಮೂರು ಇದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, if you are honest and you have discipline in life and you are away from the bad habits, definitely you will shine in the society. That's what we want. You can build a healthy society. One should have respect for women. ಸೊ ನಾರಿನ ನಾವು ದೇವರಂತೆ ಪೂಜಿಸಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪೂರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ವೀಕ್. ಇದು ಮೂರನೇ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಫಾಲೋ ದೀಸ್ ತ್ರೀ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ಈವನ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಾಲೋ ದಿಸ್. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ವಿಮೆನ್. ಹೆಂಗಸರನ್ನ, ನಾರಿಯರನ್ನ ನೀವು ಗೌರವಿಸಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರಿಯರನ್ನ ಗೌರವಿಸ್ತೀವೋ ಆ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ದೇವರು ಸಂತುಷ್ಟನಾಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಇವನ್ ವೇದಾಸ್, ಅವರ್ ವೇದಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸೇಸ್. ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪೂರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ವೀಕ್. ಬಡವರು, ಅಶಕ್ತರು, ಡಿಸೀಸ್ಡ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಷನ್, ದಯ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 3 simple teachings of the Islam. Now, rituals of Islam. There are some meanings. That is Arab word naturally. See, the 5 important rituals are there. Religious rituals or practices. I will explain you one by one. First one is Kalima. Believe only in Allah. Don't go for so many gurus. See what happens sometimes, Jagat Guru ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇರೋದು ಒಂದೇ ಜಾಗ, but there will be hundreds of Jagat Gurus. You look at India, everybody says I am Jagat Guru. There is only one jaga, only one loka, only one world, but so many gurus are there. He said, believe only in Allah. Muhammad is the prophet, pravadi or preacher, messenger of God. So, namaz, pray for Allah 5 times a day. So, Muslim, even today, almost all the 90% of the Muslim people, they wherever they are, they give such importance for prayer. They pray 5 times a day. This is called as namaz. Rosa means fasting in the month of the Ramzan. ನಾವು ಏಕಾದಶಿ ಉಪವಾಸ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಇವನ್ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಹೋಲ್ ರೋಜಾ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ರಂಜಾನ್ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್. ಜಕತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸ್ಪೇರ್ಡ್ in your income to give to the poor. Every Muslim should set apart a sum of money to give for the poor during the Ramzan or whenever you want. That means you should show compassion to poor and help the poor. Hajj means pilgrimage to Mecca once in lifetime. So, but there are some exceptions. If you cannot go, if you are poor, if you don't have money, you need not worry. But if you have money, if you can go, you can go. So, take a pilgrimage to Mecca once in lifetime. See, this is about the rituals of Islam, and you have learnt about the life of the Prophet Muhammad, how the Islam preachings were spread, Hijrah, teachings of Islam, and rituals of the Islam, how the Muslims should follow. Now, let us move on to the next aspect, expansion of the Islam, how it was spread fast. After the death of Muhammad Paigambar, Caliphs, the disciples of Muhammad Paigambar, were called as Caliphs. They took over the responsibility of preaching the Islam. When he died, the religious work did not stop. Spreading of the Islam did not stop. His Caliphs, or the followers of Paigambar, were called as Caliphs. They continued the work of the Paigambar. Caliphs are known as the successors of Paigambar. successors, avana next bandaru disciples or the preachers. With the sincere efforts of caliphs, Islam spread from Spain to India within a century. Within a span of 100 years, Islam was spread to so many countries because of the sincere pramanikavada prayatna. That means they did not keep quiet. Oh my, our guru died, let us stop this work. No, they did not keep quiet. They spread the religion to far off places, starting from European countries to India within a span of 100 years. The reasons for such fast growth are, now there a question arises, how the Islam became so popular in the world? What are the reasons? See, there are 5 reasons, children, how it was spread fast, why it is became popular, what are the reasons for the popularity of the Islam. The first, simplicity of the Islam. ಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ನೋಡಿ ನೀವು ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮೂಗ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದೇ ತರಬೇಕು ಇದೇ ತರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ರೂಲ್. Simplicity of Islam, it is very simple. Secondly, efforts of caliphs to spread Islam. The honest effort put by the followers of the Paigambar. Devotion of Muslims. Their children, they show utmost devotion to their religion. ಏನೇ ಕಷ್ಟ ಬಂದ್ರೂ ನಮಾಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ, ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ, and there is unity. Fourthly, religious interest of sultans. Sultans were the Muslim rulers in Arabia and all, almost all the Muslim countries or Asia, West Asia and all, there were sultans. They showed interest in Islam religion. So it was supported by the kings or the rulers. Last point is conducive political situation. Conducive means suitable political situation. There was such a good political situation that almost all the rulers supported the Islam, and there was no any hindrance or obstacle for the spread of the Islam religion. I think you have understood. There may be a question, what are the reasons for the fast growth or spread of the Islam? Is you have to write these 5 points. Now, what are the contributions of the Islam? After accepting Islam, Arabs have been known for the following contributions. Arabs, what they contributed for the world. See, there are 4 contributions given. Medicine for measles. Measles means dadara anta bartittu nammali. It was a skin disease. Medicine, the Arabs found the medicine for measles and other diseases, and they wrote many books on medicine. See, Arabs, Unani medicine anta bandu Arabs inda, and they studied all the about the medicinal herbs. They found so many medicine for the diseases. New inventions were made in the field of science and mathematics. Arabs are very intelligent. They invented so many things in the field of science and mathematics. Their contribution to the world is noteworthy, children. So, the spread of knowledge built by medieval Arabia and Persia in the field of geography and astronomy to other parts of the world. See, astronomy means scientific study of stars, planets and other heavenly bodies. Not only they found the medicine, they contributed in the field of science and mathematics, and in the field of geography and astronomy also. They have contributed to the whole world. Islam influenced the art and architecture also. A special type of art and architecture emerged during this period. The features of Islamic architecture can be seen if you visit any mosques. So, the buildings, the architecture can be seen in the buildings built in Roman Byzantine. Byzantine means old Istanbul. ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಾಂಟಿನೋಪಲ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು ಓಲ್ಡ್, ಇದು ಇಸ್ತಾನ್ಬುಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಪರ್ಷಿಯಾ, Rome and other countries, if you look at the building, you can very easily identify the contributions of the Arabs in the field of art and architecture. Now, medicine, books were wrote on medicine, and inventions were made in the field of science and mathematics. They contributed in the field of geography and astronomy, and art and architecture also flourished during this period. Now, sects of Islam. groups in the Islam. Like in other religion, many sects can be found in the Islam. We think that there is only one caste, but they all follow the same principles, but there are groups. It is divided into many groups. The important them are Shia and Sunni. Shia Muslim, Sunni Muslim and it is divided into two groups. The successors of Muhammad Paigambara are known as caliphs. We have studied already this. Disciples, successors are those who are involved in the spreading of the Paigambars or the Muhammad's teachings are called as caliphs. They became the religious and political leaders of the Islam after Paigambar. Caliphs, what happened? In future, they became the political leaders. They themselves. In olden days, what was happening? Religions were vested in the hands of few people. Example, priestly classes. They dominated the society. In the same way, after the death of Paigambar was not interested in political this thing. He had never an idea to involve in the politics of the country. His idea was only to spread the Islam and the preachings. But caliphs, they thought that if we become politically powerful, we can make the Islam still powerful. So after the death of Paigambars, caliphs became the political leaders. Abu Bakr, so one example is Abu Bakr. He was the first caliph. He became famous in the field of politics also. So I think you have understood the lesson very well. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching our videos. Please share, comment and subscribe to our channel. Soon I will be back with the other lesson.